Okay, let's dive right in. We're going to break down a blueprint from entrepreneur Matt Gray that gets to the heart of a problem so many founders face. How do you build a business that actually gives you freedom instead of one that just sucks the life out of you? He calls this a beautiful business.
And this quote, wow, it just hits home, doesn't it? That feeling of starting with this amazing dream, only to find yourself frantically trying to hold together a fragile house of cards. It's a feeling so many of us know, and it's the classic trap we're going to unpack today.
And this slide, well, it lays that trap out perfectly. On one side, you've got the promise that got you started in the first place, a business that gives you freedom. But on the other side, that's the reality for so many, a business that snatches it away where you end up being the chief firefighter, constantly putting out flames.
But here's the good news, and this is really the whole point of our explainer. It does not have to be this way. See, Matt Gray didn't just point out the problem. He actually engineered a solution. So let's walk through his three-phase blueprint for building a business that's not just profitable, but truly beautiful by its very design.
Okay, first things first. Phase 1, attract your ideal audience. The foundation of this whole model, the very starting block, isn't about some complicated sales funnel or a huge ad budget. Nope, it's simply about creating valuable, organic content that naturally pulls in the exact people you're meant to serve.
Now, the key here is to resist that urge to be everywhere at once. The strategy is to pick one platform, the one where your ideal customers are already hanging out, and just dominate it. As you can see, each one has its own superpower, right? YouTube is for building those deep, meaningful relationships. LinkedIn, that's the professional playground. X is amazing for sharpening your ideas in public. And Instagram gives you that behind-the-scenes human connection.
But, and this is a huge but, there's a danger that comes with building your audience only on social media. It's called platform risk. You're essentially building a mansion on rented land. And the landlords, Zuckerberg, Musk, whoever's next, they can change the rules, they can raise the rent, or they can even keep you out tomorrow just by tweaking an algorithm.
So the solution is absolutely critical. You have to get people off that rented land and onto a piece of property that you actually own. And what's your most valuable piece of digital real estate? Your newsletter. It is the one channel where you control everything. An email goes directly into their inbox. There's no algorithm to get in the way. This, right here, becomes the unshakable foundation of your entire media empire.
All right, so you've built that owned audience. Now what? Let's move to phase 2, because you need a clear way to serve them. This part is all about designing a suite of offers that meets people exactly where they are on their journey.
Now, what's so brilliant about this is the intentional structure. It's not about having just one product. It's a tiered offer stack. Think of your entry-level offers as the low-risk hello, just a little taste of the value you provide. The core offers, that's the full meal deal, the comprehensive transformation. And the high-ticket offers, well, that's for the select few who want a true high-touch partnership with you. You're creating a path for literally every type of customer. So how do you make these tiers distinct and valuable? Well, it all comes down to these 4 levers of value. Your entry tier is basically pure education. It's do-it-yourself. But as you move up the stack to the core offer, you start layering in support and community. And the real game changer for high-ticket offers, the one thing people will always pay a premium for, is proximity, direct access to you. That is the ultimate value driver. And all of this brings us to the masterstroke. Phase 3, building the sustainable flywheel. If the first 2 phases are the individual parts, this is the engine that puts them all into motion, creating this self-perpetuating system for growth. It's where the magic really happens.
Let's just trace the energy here. Step 1, your awesome content pulls in a cold audience. Step 2, you move them over to your newsletter, your owned audience, where you build trust. Step 3, an application process funnels the right people to the right offer. Step 4, you deliver a world-class experience that gets them incredible results. Which leads to Step 5. Those super happy customers become your biggest advocates, sending referrals right back to the top of the flywheel. It just keeps spinning, faster and faster. But here's the secret sauce, the part that so many people want to skip. The most critical gear in this entire machine is the delivery. It's not just about making the sale. It's about creating a truly transformative experience for your customer. You nail this part, and you don't just have customers, you have evangelists. You create an endless automatic stream of 5-star reviews and referrals.
And think about the power of this for a second. The flywheel doesn't just generate leads, it generates better leads. A lead you get from a paid ad is often skeptical, right? You have to persuade them. But a lead from your flywheel? They've probably been following your content for months. They already know you, they like you, they trust you. Your job isn't to persuade, it's to guide.
it's a totally different conversation.
Okay, so what does this actually look like for the bottom line? Let's have some fun and run a hypothetical. Imagine you sell 1,000 of your entry-level products in 1 month. Even at a pretty modest price, that could bring in $250,000.
But that's just the start. That's just the foundation. Now, let's layer on just 30 clients for your core offer. Look at that jump. All of a sudden, you're knocking on the door of $1 million in a single month. And for the final piece of the puzzle, let's add just 3 high-ticket clients. Just 3. And boom, suddenly the potential monthly revenue clears $1.3 million. Now, of course, these are just illustrative numbers, but they show you the incredible financial leverage you get when all 3 tiers of the offer stack work together.
But as impressive as that math is, this blueprint was never just about the money. The real goal, the true north of this entire system, is to build a business that plays by a completely different set of rules, the rules of a beautiful business.
And this is the real scorecard. Forget just looking at profit and loss. You have to ask yourself, is my business peaceful or am I in constant crisis mode? Is it actually fun? Is it simple, focused on doing a few things exceptionally well? A beautiful business is designed for longevity because it's designed to protect its most important asset, you, the founder.
This quote from Matt Gray, it just says it all. I'm not looking to go and make more profit at the sacrifice of peace. That is a philosophy. It is a deliberate choice to build a business that serves your life, not a life that has to serve your business.
So, the question this whole explainer leaves us with is a simple one to ask, but a pretty profound one to answer. When you really look at the business you're building, or the one you're dreaming of building, is it truly, honestly, designed for your freedom?